Not every NBA star in the league can dominate each night of an 82-game season. We got a first-hand look into how a star can struggle on Friday night as the Pacers took on the Knicks in their second game of the season, and Tyrese Haliburton, the two-time All-Star, All-NBA point guard of the Pacers, who averages just under 20 points per game, had a very, very difficult night, going 0 from 8 from the field and scoring 0 points for the first time in his 5-year career, which got a lot of people buzzing around the internet asking, when a good player has the worst game of their career, what does it look like for other stars in the league? And has anyone else put up a big fat donut like Haliburton did? So, let's take a look. Now, before we look at the worst scoring game for the best shooters in history from the past, like the MJs and Kobes, let's start by looking at our current regime of superstars. We took the top 15 scorers in the NBA right now, based on career points per game average, and evaluated each game in their career where they played at least 30 minutes and pulled out the worst shooting performance they've had. Players like Luka Doncic, Devin Booker, Anthony Davis, Karl Anthony Towns, when looking at their worst games in their career, all had around 6 or 7 points as the minimum they've ever scored in a game. The only player that suffered a similar fate to Haliburton in the top 15 players, Joel Embiid, who on November 25th, 2019 faced the Raptors and despite doing everything he could for the city of Philly, went 0 for 11 from the field. If we take a look at the top 15 points per game of those that came before us, we see the likes of the logo himself, Jerry West, leading the way with no worse than a 7-point game in his 14-year career, and George Gervin and Shaq in a close second, whose worst game of their career with 30-plus minutes was 6 points. And then we have players like Wilt Chamberlain and Larry Legend, who both had a single game at 0 points. Larry Bird dropped his fewest points in a game versus the Warriors on January 2nd, 1981, with 0 points, going 0 for 9 from the field. Wilt Chamberlain is the interesting one, where he had one game with 0 buckets in 1973 against the Bucks, but he had 0 attempts. He never shot the ball a single time the entire game. He averaged 22.5 shots from the field each night across his 14-year career, is tied with Michael Jordan for most points per game career average with 30, scored 100 points in a game once, yet in this game against Kareem, maybe he decided to focus on defense as he took 0 shots and had 0 free throws. So while Tyrese Haliburton had a poor game against the Knicks the other night, he is in good company with a few Hall of Famers and superstars who also put up 0, showing that even the best of all time can have a bad game. If you liked today's video, please like and subscribe, and here's some more videos to check out between now and the next one.